Hello, hello, hello. Happy Tuesday to you. Day after our big Labor Day weekend. I hope everyone had a super happy, healthy holiday weekend or, or our socially distanced activities. I was dog sitting for the kids, so that was easy, fun, and well supported. Hi, Larry girl. I don't know how many. Hi, Jules. I don't know how many people will be here because when I was bringing up YouTube, I saw. Hi, Linda. I saw that Johnny's taking his first walk in his new place, so I thought, well, how interesting. I would like to watch that. But let's see if I can bring that up. Here we go. Everybody have a good weekend? Holiday weekend? All right. Got lots of questions. Of course, I posted on the community page. And you guys never fail. You always put in a lot of really great questions. Hi, Connie. Hi, Jay. Oh, there's Johnny. He finished his walk. I just told everyone. Oh, there we go. And there's Becca. Oh, my goodness. I feel so honored. Everybody's here. T-Barb, Sharon, Stephen Haggerty, everybody. Johnny, I saw you just took your first walk, and I didn't get to see it. So I'll have to watch it right after I'm done. Today's my first full day back doing readings. I took care of Captain and Sailor, my son's two big labs, and that was just so much fun. So, but it was exhausting because I played hard. And they tackle me, believe me. Only when they're supposed to, though. So only when it's allowed. All right, so we have a lot of really great questions. And I wanted to talk first about the medicine card for our reading today is horse. And I do a daily card on the Way of Positive Change, Facebook and Instagram, and I got the sun card. And the sun card also has a huge animal totem of the horse. The horse is almost as big as the sun is in the actual card of the Major Arcana sun card. So it's really a very big, powerful totem for us. And the only thing to be watchful for is to make sure when we're carrying this big shamanic power, because the horse carries the shaman, is to make sure that our energy medicine shield is balanced. And that's all we've been talking about for weeks now is balance, because we're in this wonky Mars goes retrograde today, tomorrow in Aries, and it stays there until November. So that's when people are going to just really shoot from the hip, just like we've been discussing. So making sure that you are not abusing your power, number one. Two, your balance. Where are you out of balance? Check it. Check yourself. Bring yourself back into that most powerful balance, because that's when you carry the most magic. So that's our guide till our next reading. That's really awesome. So, and shamanic stones will be very helpful, like labradorite. And any red jasper, dendritic agate, like I'm wearing right now. So that's going to be really important that you ground yourself into those earthy shamanic stones. There are so many more. Okay. And of course, I'm still doing the $25 introductory reading, and you can email me at thewayofpositivechange@gmail. thewayofpositivechange@gmail. It's a half an hour long. Okie doke. And if it's your second, third, fourth reading, whatever it is, blah, it's 33. Okay. Still a great bargain. Hi, Sandra Nevins. Nice to see you. Okay. All right. So we've got the horse card, our shamanic. Oh, and remember that the shamanic power is empowered by feeling compassion. So that's huge. That's been taught to me several times over the last couple of days. We are going to look at first, will the Democrats, Jeannie asked this question on the community page, will the Democrats successfully win and take over the Senate? All right, so that's where we're going to start. I don't need that right now. Will the Democrats, we're going to take a look at Pelosi too, again. Will the Democrats, Jules, that's 964. That's not true. Okay. Keep your medicine shield balanced. I'm kidding. Okay. Will the Democrats successfully win and take over the Senate? That is huge. Because even if somebody cheated and won the election, they could be impeached again. Remember that. We're in our power, right? If we have the Senate, especially extra. We're in the South, we say extra. We got extra power. Okay. All right. Will the Democrats successfully win and take over the Senate? Yes or no, please, angels and guides. Ancestors. We'll call in all the ancestors with our shamanic power. I've been a big fan of using these, the animal medicine cards for so long. I just love them. They're my most favorite oracle cards, rather that aren't tarot. So my favorite oracle is animal medicine card. Okay. We're hatching a plan, 4 of Swords. So there's a lot of strategic thinking about how can we do this? How can we nail this down? How can we make this happen? Because it has been so difficult, and we've been separated from having that feeling of having the House and the Senate. But we are not unempowered. We are very empowered. So we can just will it to be, and just keep bringing our positive energy towards that. The challenge is to realize that we're not separate from it and that we can win it. And I'm still getting that a very prominent person is going to leave us soon. I think that is, politically affiliated, because I'm seeing delays and I just keep getting those cards. All right, let's put horse up here. Hierophant, can you guys see the cards? Hierophant, Sneaky Pete, a lot of emotion. The other side wants to, they've been running with it, especially the Jim Jordan, the Gates, the barrel of monkeys, I call them. Okay, let's see here. Let me just bring this back a little bit. Okay. They're feeling a call. They're going to really feel it within their souls. Like, we really need to do this. We got to step up and do what we need, because we want to be the star. But there's sneaky people here that want to keep their place, and they don't want that to happen. I'm not getting a total win. The Temperance card means a balance. The only way this could be a win, if we were all feeling that this would bring us back in balance. So let's go with that for harmonic balance. At least it's going to be much more balanced in the Senate than it has before. So that is a very positive card. Okay, along with Judgment. But that High Priestess is right up there. You always have to honor her. What's on the bottom? The Hermit. We can go for a win of bringing harmonic balance, but I'm going to say, you guys, we can just keep it in mind that it can be, yes, and that can be a restoration of balance. I'm going to say that we will be much more in balance in the Senate for healthy decision-making and debates. How's that for a positive spin? Okay. All right. I just want to ask then, will there be any cheating with that? Okay. That's a good question. Teresa Ford, it's nice to see you. Listen, we're going to feel positive about this. So, this doesn't mean we're out of balance. It's not surrounded by negative or afflicted by negative cards. We're going to feel very empowered. That's good. Very good. Thank you, Larry girl. Okay, so we asked that. Okay. All right, so if you've watched the last few readings, I hope that you do, because we had so many questions and it's hard to label all what we talk about in them. But we've seen in the last few readings, and I won't read on these couple of topics again. We've seen Kellyanne and George Conway. They have either made contributions or taken money or somehow they've done something inappropriate and participated in some troublesome events. That is why they left. They're in trouble. That's coming. I don't know how long. It's not going to be lickety-split. Okay. We've also, I did a reading on Pelosi, and I will read on that right now after we're done with this little list I made. So we've seen Pelosi. When I asked if she was going to become president for a short period of time, I'm going to ask it and phrase it differently, because phrasing our questions is the most important thing when we're doing the reading, right? So we can get specific yes or no's. So we asked, and we got 10 of Swords as the outcome for her, which is that's not good. So that did not look like she was going to step into that role. I'm going to ask it differently. And then we asked about the first vaccine, if it would be safe. I believe that was the very last reading in the teal colored shirt. And that came up, no, it would not, because it was rushed. It was the Knight of Swords. Remember that? So don't need to read on that again. And a few readings ago and a couple readings before that, I asked if there would be another, I asked our guides and angels if there'd be another stimulus check, and it always came up yes. So that's a given. It's coming. End of September, first couple weeks of October. All right, so first we're going to look at the second look at Pelosi, rather. And please, everyone, Ona from Ona's Tarot is having some difficulty with pain, and so we need to really just send her healing. Please go into your most loving sending. For any of you, I'm a Reiki master teacher. I know that many of you are Reiki masters, and whether even you're just attuned to one or two or whatever, prayers, shamanic healing, whatever, however you want to raise the energy, just send it to her. She's pretty attuned to all those energies herself, but healers, we all need healing, right? Thank you, Lori. Okay. Well, Estelle Harrington, I did ask in the last reading, would Kamala be sworn in? And listen, that came up. Yes, 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 yes. So that leads me to believe that that will happen. I'll clear that up in a second. Will Pelosi be sworn in as president at any time over this? I'm just going to ask, is she ever going to be sworn in as president? Let's just look at that. Let's not mess it up with extra words. All right. Well, she is sort of seen like the mother. Just right, Speaker of the House. She is seen as this, and she is a mom, and she is a grandmother, right? And I think she does really well with it. Oh my God, my TV just turned itself back on. It did that in the last reading. Oh my gosh. All right, let me grab the control just a second. I love that when it happens, but it's like confirmation, they're with us. Okay. Wow, that's crazy. Crazy. All right. The Empress. Nancy Pelosi. So she is experiencing the hangman. So she is not feeling empowered right now. I know that she is in power in her place, but she's not feeling it. And that's because Mark Meadows was designed by DJT to go in there and just say, no, because I want to make an executive order, which has gone nowhere. So we saw that would happen. And indeed it did. And so our guides and angels were very helpful with that. So delays. She's not feeling that power. She's thought about what happens if I get to that point. She has thought about this. Okay. She feels that it's come very close to already almost happening. Boy, she's under a lot of pressure. And she feels like she has to make some sort of move, or that she might have to make some sort of move. There's that death card again. No, I haven't gotten that. Maybe we can look at DJT's, health or whoever. But the end of one way and the beginning of another, the death card, the end of one sequence, the beginning of another. It could very well be in question. But this means everyone's not on the same page for this. So there's a ruckus among us, and chaos, and contentious strife, struggle, competition, drama. All right, they are going to have meetings. There is some sort of very specific secret meeting that's already going to go on with Intel, because this means it's scheduled. This is my skiff card. There's no other way for me to take that. When they have to have these meetings in the skiff. Same card. Oh my gosh. I just got goosebumps all up and down my arms. Okay, so that's why the TV went on and off. And that's just one of their ways that they talk to me a lot, and with you, just they flicker. It's very easy for them to access that energy. Same card. So I'm getting a no. She is not going to become president. Now, is there room for error? Of course there's room for error. But when I get this 2 times and there are 78 cards, this means no. This isn't a advancement, being sworn in. This is no, I'm going down. And I don't do that very well. And I get slandered. And I get the knife in the back. So make no mistake, somebody is out to get her. And this is not good. What could happen to her? She's already being slandered. Can she be impeached? What are the rules on that, you guys? How can that does not look good for Nancy, not Nancy Pelosi. She's trying, she's done something, but this is all facing the past. This is where we're going. Her path does not go in a good direction here. It goes down. It isn't good. Not at all. You guys can see this. It's not good. I am not in my power here, which is really, really strange for her. Very, very strange. Yeah, it's not good. This is not good. This is not a good change of fortune. And I don't know how old her husband is, but I'm not seeing the Emperor card. But this can tell me, that somebody is leaving this earth before, in and around this time. Wow. All right. I'll have to ask some clarifying questions for that. No, Crystal Mama, she is not. She's Speaker of the House, and she's 3rd in line for the presidency, right? It's the president, the vice president, and then Speaker of the House, right? Okay. That it could be. I asked last reading, right after I got that Ten of Swords, I was so concerned about her if she was going to be okay, and it came up that she would be okay. That does not look okay to me. Yeah. Okay. So we asked about Pelosi. All right. So then I want to ask if Pence, will he remain and keep his position? Oh, okay. We're going to ask two questions about Pence. First, we're going to ask, will Mike Pence be sworn in as president for a short period of time? I'm not talking about what happened with the Walter Reed visit. Cannot be. Oh, only. Okay, so that's good to know. Wow. So I don't know what's going. Well, censuring her would not be good for her. That could be that Ten of Swords. Right? Hi, Mari. All right. Will Mike Pence be sworn in as president at any time? We're going to get to the answer in some roundabout ways. Okay. We're doing the outside of the puzzle, right? Will Mike Pence be sworn in as president? All right, let's see what we get there. Hierophant, Knight of Pentacles. He was hoping it happened, and when he didn't, he got sad. Delayed. He daydreams about it. Here's the contention. The moon. This is nebulous soup. All negative cards all the way up to the top, which means for me, there is a possibility that it could be. I don't think he wants to do what they are asking him or proposing to do. But this to me means it could be for a short period of time. The long period of time, the Knight of Pentacles, who doesn't ever do anything quick. It's a short period. So I'm going to say there's a very distinct possibility that he could take it for a very short period of time. That looks more like to me that they would offer it to him. Short period. I know in the tarot, a lot of people, yeah, and then he walks. There's a part of him that doesn't want to deal with this next group that's coming up. Okay. Right? Probably not, T-Barb. Okay. Yeah, Paul, that makes sense. But that doesn't explain the Ten of Swords. That's crazy for her, I think. I don't know. Okay. So if Trump has an episode, then I can see that. Okay, yeah. Like what happened with the Walter Reed thing, right? Something like that could happen again, especially if somebody does their of choice and sniffs something too much. Everybody's got to be, with Aries retrograde with Mars retrograde in Aries, you have to watch where your power's coming from. And he's the one that abuses the power. So his shamanic medicine shield is not balanced. So he could fall Very, very, very hard. Really, really hard. Okay. Let's just ask one more question about Mr. Mike Pence. Will he remain and keep his position of vice president for the next 4 years? That's a tricky way of getting to the bottom of. That tells me probably not, but let's see. Will Mike Pence remain and keep his position of vice president for the next 4 years? Yes, they probably do. Jules, they probably do roll their eyes. Mike Pence remain and keep his position of vice president for the next 4 years. We have the Eight of Cups. Now we have the Queen of Swords. He's not in a place of, he's not in a position of power. He actually did more work than what you think. He probably had to change a diaper or two. Man, he didn't, listen, this was hard for him. You know, they may give him a medal just for putting up with DJT. Everybody is very concerned. You know, will he stay in? Will he go? Will he stay in? Oh my gosh. Hangman. Son. Now to me, if I was just reading this, as, okay, how can I say this? The Sun card to me means being set free. If I was reading a regular question, not about a position, and normally the Sun card is a yes, okay? And so, thanks, Michelle. What's on the bottom? I'm going to get that he's going to be able to stay in there for a while. I think our guides and angels are trying to tell us to prepare for this very, very difficult, wonky time coming up. And remember, he can just don't lose your power. I have to stay in mine. You stay in yours. I feel like he's going to be set free. The only other thing this could mean for me, because he's not in this position of power over here, and even underneath it, we have the Hangman. I think he just wants to go live his life. So I'm going to say that he gets the Freedom card. And then if we look at the Four of Pentacles, it means he could keep it for a while. Okay, so that's where we're going to stand with that. I know it's difficult, you guys. But we're not coming up to anything that we've been through before. I mean, this is going to make the hanging chads of Florida look like a walk in the park, you know. So he's in there. I think he's in there for a while, and then he gets set free. And I think that's why that's why I got the Electoral College for DJT, the Ace of Swords. And then, so at first it's going to look like that. Okay. Yep. Thanks, Larry Girl. I will answer a few personal questions at the very end of the reading of our time together. You'll need to be in a chat room to ask your questions, but it won't be until we announce it. And then everybody that doesn't want to hear the personal answers to these personal questions can turn us off. Okay. Tune out. Turn us off. All right. So now let's ask me, myself, and I. Are you here today? Me, myself, and I. Are you with us? She asked on the community page, what will happen after November 3rd? What will happen in the United States after November 3rd? What will happen? Me, myself, and I wants to know what will happen after November 3rd in the United States. It's a good question. What will happen here? Show me the 10 of cups. Right? We want the 3 of cups for sure. I know, Teresa. It's scary. Ooh, so the lawmakers will really be at work. There's going to be a lot of legal talk, legal jargon, a lot of big decisions. It's going to be no nonsense time. No nonsense. Johnny from Cho's Apprentice calls this the false knights, and they're not going to be listening to that. There will be a legal decision made about the children who were kept from their parents. And that's going to make us very happy. Okay. That's leading, I think that's even before November 3rd. There's going to be some switch there. Big decisions about legal decisions for DJT. The people who don't like what happened will turn away. We didn't ask for just Democrats or Republicans. We just asked for everyone. And of course, we know with the exchange of power, or that there's, the person opposing, or there's someone coming and someone going. There is a feeling of empowerment. We're going to work with Mother Nature. We're also going to redo some financial planning. And then we step up to the plate to do what needs to be done to help save our planet. The EPA, home security, to, right the wrongs. So this is a call to action to do the right thing. Now that leads me to believe that our administration will get in as well. Feeling that call, and there will be judgment made on the people who perhaps are leaving or had to step down, the joys of this world and the DJTs, and there will be judgment towards them. So this feels like a new administration, right? The judgment, someone goes, someone comes. So that's, all right, what's on the bottom? Oh, really, Paul? Isn't that interesting? And that could be why we're picking up, because our guides want us to know, our ancestors want us to know there's a snafu, right? There's a big problem. All right, and then here's that feeling our independence, our strength, standing in our power. So I like these cards. I like them. We didn't get the 10 of Swords. Of course, the boating, I'm not going to say it. I'm not going there. Okay. Can't. Got too many people I love on that side. Okay. All right. But judgment and stepping up to do what we need to do as a country. We're going to feel that. And then meting out judgment on others who deserve it, right? That need to have judgment met out on them. All right. Okay. All right, I have a little funny story to tell you. I know a lot of you guys were watching Becca. Becca, are you still here? She may have to start her work or her other job or something. She was doing the pendulum, and she had a really cool pendulum map out that looks like the Ouija board with letters and things like that. And we were having a storm here because A, it's Florida, and B, I'm on Eastern Standard Time, and it was, getting dark, and I was making my dinner, and I was stir frying some stuff for fajitas, and she was doing the pendulum, and it was getting like a little weird. I don't know. It was just kind of the storm was going, and I don't know how, but this fork fell down from the drain thing, and it crashed into the sink, and I jumped and I flung stuff off the spatula, and it was so much fun. I haven't had a scare fear like that for a while. That was really cool. That was cool. Okay. All right. That was fun. Okay, let's see. Oh, I know what I want to ask. All right, I want to ask, because of what has come out with the Atlantic magazine, I want to ask 2 questions. First, I want to know, where's Mattis and Kelly? Where are they? What are they doing? We need them. We need them right now. Their country needs them. Okay, unless they... Like Johnny, oh my gosh, I wish you could have seen it. I jumped so high, flung the chicken and the green pepper and the onions. Oh my gosh, it was hysterical. Okay. Well, General Mattis and General Kelly, listen, they're happy about what is happening. They are actually happy about this. Remember to honor the cards that flip out of your deck. They flip out for a reason. Okay. Will they stand up and help, honor our veterans and our military? Are they going to make a speech together? Are they going to get together? Will Kelly and Mattis get together to make a unified front and approach and make a statement or speak out? Will they do it? Yes or no, please. Ancestors, guides, and angels, will they do it? Oh, man. Kelly and Mattis, will they get together to form a unified front to speak out against DJT and to honor the work of the military and our veterans? Oh, okay, I didn't know there were big fires in Oregon too. We sure will, Eclectic Witch. We will put them on the prayer list. I have an actual prayer box. I call it the Move a Mountain prayer box. Okay, it used to be in my store for people to just come in and light a candle and put their prayer on that thing and ring the bell over it. Bells. I'm into the bells. Calls the angels, right? The fairies, the druids, the angels. All right. We intuitively already saw that they're feeling, they're upset about what he's done, but they're feeling happy that it's been brought to the light. And they know they're very aware of all of the emotions surrounding this. They're very aware of it. Okay. I didn't know you got a bell, Johnny. I want to see it. I also want to watch your walk video after I finish my readings for the day. I cannot believe that 2 generals would have the devil crossing them. They're leery of stepping forward. I don't know if they don't like the Dems so much, or if they just don't want to break rank, because that's not how the military is a unit unto themselves. They don't want to step over that, but so many lines have been crossed and jumped over. Why don't they join in these games, in these reindeer games? Oh my gosh. So they are crossed by all the bad stuff they've been keeping silent. They're trying to keep check on their feelings, trying to keep silent. They're not happy. They both feel very wounded by, listen, he's trounced and trashed both of them. They're trying to keep their, they're trying to be the generals. They're just trying to keep it, a lid on it, and to keep calm. And keep the military separate. They have great hope for the future. If they say anything, it will be to try to unify people, to bring, it's maybe a speech for, optimism, for hope for the future. They certainly are the stars of the show, right? They wear all the stars. And they will say something to bring balance, to restore, a restorative balance, inspirational, hope for the future, something that our military are the stars, the veterans are the stars, and we're very grateful to them, and about the military families. They're trying to stay in the middle somehow well, they are going to speak. I don't know if they'll speak together, but they will speak. Absolutely, yes, with the Page of Wands. They absolutely will. They have to decide when and how. This is also the card of Libra, which starts at the end of September 21st, 22nd, somewhere around there, and goes into October. So let's say before Halloween, possibly. It could be even more soon than that, because this is a pretty quick card. They feel their hands are tied to a certain extent, and perhaps even by the law, by what they swore to uphold. I think it's really going to be about our country and how much they love our country, and it's all going to be about our country and aspiring people to do the best, and about honoring the people who have made the decision to be the star, to hold our country high in regard. So it's going to be more positive. They could. I'm just going to go with that. I feel like they know he's in so much legal trouble that they're going to just try to put a spin on it and to help people feel better about the whole thing, because they're leaders, right? And that's what leaders do. They inspire and they encourage. Okay. Well, the October surprise was declared by Barr, right? So that wouldn't. Okay. All right. And then somebody, Linda asked me, this was a very good question too. Is it Laureen Powell? Oh, I can't even read my own writing. I was writing so fast. Laureen Powell Jobs, Steve Jobs' wife, who is the majority holder of the Atlantic magazine. Whose editor wrote that article about DJT. Is she one of the queens that is bringing DJT out of power? Laureen Powell Jobs, Steve Jobs' wife. All right, Steve Jobs' wife, Laureen Powell Jobs, majority shareholder of the Atlantic magazine. Is she one of the powerful women? Is she the blonde, the Queen of Cups? There's three queens that take down DJT. I need a cup of coffee, I think. All right. Steve Jobs' wife, Laureen one of the queens that hits the nail on the head. You saw 3 queens that take down DJT. I think this is a yes, because this is climbing the seemingly impossible mountain, right? Okay. And it's struggle with opposition. She wants our country to be free. She does not feel free. She feels like everyone's in struggle with this dude. She knows she's in an empowered position. But she also knows that she can't print everything that she thinks, or can't have that editor print everything that she thinks or wants. She's definitely working with others, and there's our Queen of Cups. So there she is. So to me, that is the answer. Yes, Linda. So Linda W., if you are watching, the answer is yes. Yes. And she specifically picked an emotional hot topic. And this is my card for DJ Cheat. So, because he's just always acting on his emotions. So he's the negative, he's the reversed King of Cups, with the lighter hair as well. So some people see him as other kings, but for me, no. Yeah, she's trying to get at she's trying to get at some of the terrible things that he's said and show his true character, to cut through the lies and deception. So the answer to that is yes, she is one of the queens, because this is at the root of who she is, because it's women power. Power. She has to be careful what she says, though. Linda is a fellow Floridian. She lives not too far from me. Good luck typing in that fast chat. I can't type fast enough. When Johnny and Jen and Becca are on, or like Becca yesterday, I'm trying to either cook or I'm trying to say hello to everyone. It's hard to type that, and I type pretty fast, but okay. So we asked. So she is the Queen of Cups. All right, I do want to, okay, because I watched another reader and I didn't get the same answer as that person either, which happens. So I just want to clarify for myself, who is behind or started this QAnon movement? Who do you think it is? Jeanette Moran. All right. So my card for Pootie is the King of Wands because of the coloring and the athleticism. We're gonna see. It'll either come out, if it comes out King of Cups, it's DJT. If it comes out the Empress and the King of Wands, it's Pootie. I think Miller would come out as a negative, either King of Swords or King of Pentacles. All right. The Q. Who's behind it? Who started that QAnon? Could you believe that picture of that blonde lady that actually won her primary to run for? Can you believe she posed with the picture with an AK rifle and the squad, and it had to be taken down? But man, I can't believe she's not facing charges for that. For threatening the well-being of a person. Or who's behind the QAnon movement? Who started it? Whose thought? Whose baby is this? QAnon. We need Lena's circus deck. I think I would like to get that one. That would be fun to add into this. Okay, it was more than one person that birthed it. We've got the 2 of Cups here. And it was actually aimed at women because of the children aspect. Hierophant, 4 of Wands, Ace of Wands is to control. To give someone a club. And then the false knight. Look, Johnny, there's your false knight. Delivered the words. It's here like, here, come drink this Kool-Aid, then I'll beat you over the head when you get dizzy with my club. Oh my gosh. Drink this, swallow this pill, and I'll hit you over the head. Evil, greed. This was designed specifically to help. This is the DJT's victory card there. It's for the people wanting the power. Wow, I didn't get any of the cards that I thought I was going to get. Except this is the Libra card again, and I believe that Pooty is Libra. And I think he wants to, protect and get his power, protect his position and the things that he wants to do. So I'm going to go with Russia then. I know, that's crazy. And I have this Queen of Pentacles on the bottom. So I don't know. The Mercers just came into my mind that they may have had something to do with it. I can't. Does that make sense? I don't really know that person very much, but I just heard their name. What is it? Is it Rebecca? Okay. It's very top secret. But yes, so it is for control, and I'm going to say that Pooty offered it to DJT, so that we're going to do it, and we're going to try to get it. So it's technically both of them, but started with Pooty. And it is of the dark. If you reverse the meaning to the reverse meaning of the High Priestess, it could be all those, secretive, dark stuff. Okay, so yeah. Mercer, that would also then be the 3 of Cups. So I'm going to say Pooty, DJT. Pooty started it, though. And Pooty is a Libra, I'm pretty sure. So I don't know why we didn't get actually kings. I guess they wanted to let us know that it wasn't just one person. That was the most important thing. Our very first card said it wasn't just one. Could have started with one and then the second joined. Okay. All right. So I asked that. Then I wanted to see if DJT and Barr are actually, and Miller, actually paying people to create the anarchy, to go in and bust and loot. Are they actually paying some of the far right militia people? The, what are they called? The patriot, prayer, what's that called? Prayer patriots, something like that. Are they paying them, DJT and Barr paying them to wreck buildings, create chaos, and to anarchy? DJT and Barr. Are they paying far right activists to create anarchy, the looting, where the BLM protests are going on, to make it look like it's that one? It is. All right, guys, don't be dissing on Scorpios. Okay, so, I mean, you could there's negative attributes to every sign, right? I'm like a Scorpio to the 10th power. I have a stellium. I have like 5 planets. And I think a stellium is 4 or more in Scorpio. And it's a long road, and I'm still walking it. I search for enlightenment. And, I think Scorpio is, snake, lizard, and eagle, and phoenix, right? So we're all striving to be the better part. Yes, they paid. DJT and Barr paid. In order to keep their standing, they paid the bullies to go in and create the problem. Yeah. And even Cootie said, yep, that's a good thing to do. Well, that's happening. Go in there. Act like you're trying to stop it. Act like you're trying to be the law and enforce the law and encourage the officers. Yes. And it was to take advantage of the other protesters. So it's a yes, yes, yes. It's a yes to the 10th power, but it's not empowering. Sorry, didn't mean that. Okay. Yeah, I mean, Scorpio, you don't want to mess with a negative aspected Libra. You don't want to mess with a negative aspected anything, a negative anything, right? Okay. But, we'll have peace restored here. All right. Christine, Pisces, Sun, and a Scorpio stellium too. All right, sister. Okay. Okay. So if you joined us late, we pulled the horse medicine card, and that is to balance our, to honor the 4 directions with your medicine shield, to keep yourself balanced, to see where you're out of balance, because you can bring power to yourself right now, shamanic power. It's a very empowering time to restore balance anywhere where you're out of balance and to move forward, knowing that you have the power, and to embrace it and move forward with compassion and be a good leader and not to abuse it. Oh, I know. This is a gossip one. gossip, but it's true. I want to know because I heard a quote. I saw a clip where Leonardo DiCaprio said that going to Mr. Epps' place was like one-stop shop dating. Which makes me feel like he's on the list. So how involved is that going to bring DiCaprio down? I'm happy too. GMA 5. The animal medicine cards. Okay. What's going to happen with the Epps Black Book? Is that going to bring down DiCaprio? The names in the Black Book. Far right don't care about actors in Hollywood, do they? That's why I'm asking. Will they sacrifice him? I feel like he paid. Oh boy, we're getting closer to those names. Yeah, he tried to pay. Ooh, he may have paid a lot to try to maintain his celebrity status and stance on the Hill. And he may be even paying more because they could be asking him to pay more to ensure their silence. He doesn't know what to do. Wow, he wants to get out of this. I want out. I don't know what sign he is. All right, so this will be kept secret for a bit, and then it will come out. But it isn't terrible for him. He's going to have a specific attorney that's going to really help him. It will I think it will hit people emotionally, but will he be okay after that? Will he be able to keep his standing? There's more to him than meets the eye. You know, his habits and things will come to the light, which is unfortunate. But when you're a star, you have to. Everyone has skeletons, right? Some are worse than others. That depends on where you're at. Yeah, I think he's gonna have a good legal team. I think he's okay. There will be some association with Gilligan. Ms. Maxwell. Oh, speaking of Scorpios, November 11th. Okay. Wow, 11's a master number. Okay. Okay. Anyone else have a big question? I think I sort of ran through most of the ones I had. Okay. I do want to ask, I know we have another stimulus check coming. I do want to ask if we are going to see a food shortage, even worse than what we have. Oh, he does like his women young. Well, that explains that. Okay. Food shortage. And if you guys are talking about cusp signs, it's good to run your Vedic astrology chart as well. And you can just do that. There's lots of free sites to do that as well. If you're on the cusp of another sign and you're wondering about that in our Western tropical astrology, you can do your Vedic chart and that will switch. If you're in the tail end, especially of a sign, it will switch it to another sign, the neighboring sign. So do your Vedic chart too. Vedic's like thousands and thousands of years. All right, food shortage. Stomach food shortage. I don't honestly know how people are making it when there's so many problems with the payments and, and this executive BS and no deal. As awful as Mnuchin was, he did work with Pelosi. I really think it's the DJT Meadows things that people are worried. They're worried. Other people are going to try to help. There's more stimulus coming. Right, this is optimistic. They will try to decide to help farmers, other people that will step up. Some people will just, like the Mark Meadows and Barr, they're just, don't think it even exists. I think there's going to be worry and a lot of people in very, very, very difficult. This is so crazy. This is one end of the spectrum, and then this is the other. There's some people that are just totally freaked out, and then there's people that just don't want to look at the people who are freaked out. Let's just pretend there's no problems. But I feel that there will be enough people. We will work together, and we'll be okay with that. Okay. There will be another stimulus check. And I want to also look at Miller is evil. There's a difference between mean and evil. I see Meadows as falling under the spell and being greedy, but I don't see him as evil like I do Miller, Kimberly, I don't even know what that is. Tim Ballard from Operation Underground. I don't know what that is. I also had Shane, a friend, asked if DJT and his buddies were involved with human trafficking. Uh-oh, I squirreled. Virus uptick. That's where we're going right now. Virus uptick. What does the crown look like in October, November, December? Will we get a handle on it, and will it get better? I've always seen the end of the year as the turning point, like the very end. Will we get a handle on the crown bug, or is it going to really spiral out of control? Now, I saw yesterday, India surpassed the spread over Brazil, and then France, Italy, they're all having outbreaks again. Thanks, Becca. You're so funny. Oh my God, you're too funny. All right, uptick in the virus. Will we get a handle on it? Or will it get much worse? Thanksgiving is right around the corner. I don't think we'll be traveling. Virus. I'm afeared. Okay. Everybody's been sort of just going with the flow, and there's been parties and people went against their intuition and their sadness. There's more loss of life. Of course, we're losing lives every day, everywhere. It's just terrible. Loss of life. It's out of balance with the temperance card. We were starting to bring some balance, and then there's more loss. And they fixed the numbers. Let's be crystal clear about that. These numbers were fixed and were out of bounds. We already know that. They made a big deal. DeSatan made a big deal in Florida. Oh, we're firing Quest Labs because 75,000 tests were dumped. Because of people's apathy and not wanting to follow the rules, not listening, pretending like it's not a problem. And I still want to party. And it can be the young, ask anyone that feels entitlement, like I should just be able to do whatever I want, and with total disregard of other human beings' lives. And that's where we get into trouble. It's the entitled, bratty people. Overseas, specifically, there will be more of an uptick there, and we're trying to help them. And in turn, they're also trying to help us. And the tower card is not good, so there'll be some shocking numbers. I don't know if it's going to combine with the flu, maybe even something else that comes from overseas. Oh, that's not good. So I'm going to say uptick, and then there will be more laws implemented, and it could be the result of some lockdowns in certain areas. So this isn't good, not good. Not any time when we've got the ferry boat going to where, and the carrier of souls and the tower card and the 5 of cups on its side. So we'll make some laws and then we'll work together. There's some people that are doing, and it isn't just us, it's overseas. Just like we were talking. So, okay. Ian's in the house. Okay. Thanks, David. Yeah, that's not good. India reported 90,000. Okay. I know some of you guys don't like Bezos. I know you don't. And I think power went to his head. This certainly isn't the way he started out. And I'm saying that only because I used to be a big fan of his. And if you've been following me for a while, thank you very much. And thanks for subscribing. I used to have a big picture of just Jeff Bezos on my vision board because people kept knocking him down and making fun of his ideas for quite a while before he, really took off with Amazon. But even when he was coming up with the ideas, they said, oh, people will never buy ebooks and they'll never buy books from you. They'll still go to what your Kindle won't work and all that stuff. And they just really didn't. It's like the producers that wouldn't sign the Beatles, So, and then he really rose, but he was getting knocked down. People were making fun of him. So I put him on my vision board because I felt like I was in a struggle at that time and had been knocked down and went through a really bad, big, horrific divorce after I had just taken care of both of my parents and other extended family members. So I thought, if he can make it, I can make it. All right. So, but I want to see. He's doing another grocery store. And I think like the creator of Trader Joe's, the original creator of Trader Joe's, and another guy, because Trader Joe's is now run by someone else, created Aldi's. So it's a big box store. And they made fun of him too and said, you won't be able to do that and make it affordable. So I'm going to see if Bezos is going to now create. Thank you, Mr. Ian. I'm going to see if Bezos is now going to create his own adaptation of Aldi's, like a easily affordable. What is TJ's? What is that? Becca, what's TJ's? Okay. Is Bezos going to create his own discount? That's what I'm looking for. Discount box store that's easily affordable, like Aldi's. Is that his next concept that he's bringing into fruition? Because now he's got that magician mojo going. Is he going to create a big box store that's easily affordable, like Aldi's? Discount box store. Oh, Trader Joe's. Oh, that's right. I get it. Okay, sorry. He's working on it. It's almost now, he probably should do this in someone else's name or something, because there's so many people that don't like him that they may just be not want to go there because of it, although it hasn't affected Whole Foods. I know, right, Leah? I managed a Planet Earth bookstore, and we burned so much incense. It was a spiritual guide incense. If you can ever get your hands on that, oh my gosh, it's so great. But we burned, that was the signature smell of Planet Earth. And you could, if you bought a book from there, you could open it up and smell that forever. All right, so Bezos doesn't feel empowered with that. Could he make it into where you drive up, drive through, drive up, travel, delivery? Okay, that's a yes. He knows people don't like him, though. He knows it. That's never, he just kept right on going. Oh, it's very soon. People will actually go, if it's affordable, people will go. Yeah. Oh, magician. I love that when that happens. He is waving his wand over that. So this is a yes, yes, yes. All right. So that could, Laura, that could be, but he is, he was on my vision board for one entire year. So, all right. So yes, he's doing that, and people are going to like it. They're going to like it. He may be very, very greedy, but I don't think he's evil. I think this is actually good. And he may give, it's discount. Yeah, but it's good. People are going to like it. Okay. Something with distribution, manufacturing, I'm going to say distribution, the travel part of it, or how it will arrive. Yeah, so there's some sort of snafu with that. Who charges $20 for a tomato? I don't know who does that. Exactly. Right, Johnny? Yeah. Okay. All right. Do I have anything else? Virus uptick those were not good cards. I think I'm out of questions, you guys. If anyone else has a question, not personal, Dolly. I'm going to take personal questions at the very end. I'm still doing political. It's only been a little over an hour, so I'm going to take a couple political questions, and I'll announce that we're going to do the personal ones. So in about 10 minutes or so. Okay. Well, Hey, Jen. That's good. Okay. Jen Lynn. Oh, that would be so much fun, you guys. I would love to do that. Even if it looks icky, I want to do it. All right. Will Jen Lynn, Johnny, Becca, and Lori read together on election night? Is Jen Lynn's question. Jen, if you weren't here earlier, we pulled. It would be so much fun. I know. We pulled horse card for the week until I do the next reading, and that is to stand in your shamanic power and to make sure that you're balanced, empowering yourself with compassion and good balance and love towards other, even while those that are abusive in power are not, and they will fall down. Okay. Will Jen, Becca, Johnny, and Lori read together on election night? All right, there we go. Here we go. What did Johnny say? You'll be drunk. Okay. Oh, come on, Johnny. You don't even drink. Okay. All right, so there's the partnerships. We're going to try to get it together there. Perhaps one of us will have to make a decision. Maybe Johnny will have to choose, should I drink or should I join the group? I'd be honored to join that group for that night. Johnny, are you coming up here as the King of Pentacles? Okay, or that could be the that could be the RNC holding a speech or something that throws people off that night. So if we don't watch it, we can do it. Other people will be glued to it. There's opportunity in it for us. Perhaps more people will attend. This looks good. 8 of Wands. Work to put it together. An opening, a portal. Our ancestors. So our ancestors and guides and our elders from the past will join us with this. So it could be very powerful because we want to, they will be there in support of us to overcome Pootie's booty. Okay. Oh, it's going to be so fearful for everybody. So it might be a really great idea to just keep the morale up for everyone, to remain optimistic and hopeful, and not to get into this worry, so we can really help look at some hot issues and what we need to know and what our ancestors want us to know. So it looks good. It looks like we could. We're viewed. I don't know if we could do, I don't think we could do Zoom because there's too many people. Becca and Johnny and Jen Lynn have over 1,500 people, like 2,000 people watching at the same time. So their group is just. Estelle, good question. Okay. Yeah, so the Republicans are going to try to declare victory. They just really will. And so I think it would be very good for all of us to be together, because that's what I'm getting here. They're going to try to declare victory. And that's why I think I've gotten the cards that I've gotten. But like when Becca asked the Lenormand cards, she got it absolutely yes that Biden was going to be. But I got all kinds of shenanigans before that happened. So I think it would be very helpful, even though people will be very upset. Yeah, Becca, yeah. But I think it'll be fun. I'm in. If you guys wanna do it, I would love to. If we can keep Johnny out of the liquor cabinet. There will be people. Oh, great, Becca. Jen, are you in? Johnny, come on, you guys. That would be so much fun for me. Okay, let's look at DeJoy. And I loved it when Kushner said, I think DeJoy needs to go to jail. I watch him, and I watch Tom Hartman, I think out of Seattle. I watch a few different, but I really like Kushner. I know Becca does too. Oh, you watch him too? Tom Hartman. Okay. It's a date then, Stephen Haggerty. Wow. Okay. Well, you can always have your TV on in the background on mute, right? It's an honor. All of them have helped me so much. All right, let's look and see. DeJoy. Is he going to keep his position? Is he going to, how can I ask this? Is he going to step down willingly? Let's just see what happens to him. We can look, is he going to step down? Will he be taken out, knocked down to peanut size? Oh, the money, big money's backing him to try to stay in there. All three of the people on that in that company and that panel, Cohen's book comes out today. Cohen, DeJoy, and what's the other one's name who's under indictment or been charged already? Brody, Elliot Brody. All right. Squirrel, focus. What's happening to DeJoy? We know big money's trying to keep him there. But we have big money too. Big money's trying to keep him there. He's still upright. They're trying to tell him, stay in there, hang in there, man. You got to do this. You said you were going to do it. You got to do it. All right, so I'm seeing a very prominent person trying to take him out, but she is on her side. And she is a brunette. Very, very dark hair, that dark hair. Oh, there's meetings. People are talking. We'll get news on this soon. He may have to testify again. People want him out. 8 of Cups. Whoa. Okay. So he got the Pelosi card. 10 of Swords. He's going down. He's going to get moved to another place within the current administration or behind bars. I don't have the 8 of Swords here. What should be on the bottom? No. Yeah, he's not going to stay in there, so he's going. So that's a big. And I read on the USPS before, and it always said that they would, that they would be okay. That it's not an issue. So he will not be staying in there. Listen, I don't think this will take very long. And I think Linda G put in the community, or did she do a Facebook? I'm not sure what she said. She said, don't be surprised if so-and-so stepped down. But I couldn't see if I kept getting yes that the postal office would be okay, postal service would be okay. Then DeJoy wouldn't be able to stay there. All right, and then Paul had asked. Now that would be actual joy, right, Tony? All right, Antifa submarine got him. Did you see that one, Becca? Did you see Glenn Kirshner when he said that when Bill Barr was interviewed by Wolf Blitzer? that all Billy Barr wanted to say was Antifa, Antifa, Antifa. And then he said, Marsha, Marsha, Marsha. Oh man, that made me laugh so hard. That was really good. To sink and go to jail, right? That was really funny. All right. Are all the mail-in votes going to be counted? Will it be judged that it was mostly successful voting by mail when it's all said and done, past the election time, 1 month, 2 months, however long it takes? Will it be said that the mail-in voting system was a success or not? Mail-in voting, will the votes be counted and tabulated pretty successful or not? Oops, gonna have to stop there. There are a lot of people working on this, very successfully doing their due diligence to make sure that it's a successful project. And there are people like DeJoy that are trying to stop their work, to throw the sword in it. It's more than, it's a group of people. Whoops. And they don't want to be seen. They're trying to really cast the illusion that it's not going to be okay. But the Sun card is there. They'll do their job. They're trying to follow the rules and the longstanding tradition of mail-in voting, right? They had to learn some things and incorporate some new tricks and tools, but they know they're being worked against. They know that someone's working in direct opposition to their goals. Success after adversity? Yes. So there you go, Paul. There's the answer to your question. When it is all finished and we look back at it, it will see that it was mostly successful. Okay. So that's good. And the crown, the bug, made a problem for everybody. What's on the bottom? I do too, Estelle. Yeah, I think that it's mostly successful. 4 of Pentacles is on the bottom. All right. I think I like beer. And Squee. He likes to drink beer with Squee, right? Oh my gosh, that was so funny. All right, anyone else? Okay, that's a good question. This is my last political question. Martha wants to know, will social media ban QAnon? So will, Twitter and Facebook and all of them, will they ban QAnon's posts? So will QAnon's posts be able to stay up on social media or not? Is that how we want to ask that? What will social media do to QAnon's posts? What will Twitter and Facebook do to QAnon's posts? Right? I agree, David. Should be banned. They know it creates a lot of emotional havoc. Oh, I remember the question I didn't ask. I scrolled one time. Okay. Creates havoc. Wow, that's a difficult card. They know it's foolish and it's affecting the morale of people. They know it's a specific party that is trying to do this. And they pay money. Why would that? They want the money? What will social media do to QAnon's posts? They're not going to take them down. Nope. So it looks like they pay to sponsor and boost some of their posts. So they're not going to, if something gets too much, they'll be in a little battle over it and may take it down. But I don't see them being banned. Larry girl, oh my God. No, it's all about the coins. So that's that. Okay, one more political question because Paul asked me that and I scrolled on that one. Okay. Are the people who do deals with DJT, are they involved with human trafficking? Will DJT and his business cronies, will there be a connection that connects them to human trafficking? DJT and his business affiliates, are they tied in to have ties with human trafficking people? A chipmunk or a squirrel. Sometimes I forget. That's why I'm writing everything down now. Okay. I love it. You know, when we used to go to the grocery store, when you write your list down and then you go, I think Johnny would do that too. And you write down something that you know you need and then you just go to the store without the list. So those are the victims. There's the money being paid. There's the ability to hide them. Whoa. Paul, there's the abuse of power. Lust. Yes. Unfortunately, I'm going to say that is, yes, look at all the pentacles there. And the lust. Yes, there is big money in human trafficking. You did it yesterday? Oh my gosh. I know, I can't stand it. All right, you guys. I know, see all those pentacles? It's totally sickening. Let's just remember we have a lot of power right now. So let's send all of the people that have been trafficked and let's just send all of our empowerment to the people who are using their power in an appropriate way. And then we win. Okay. All right, so now let's do, I'm done with the political readings. Thank you guys for joining me. Depending, after 5 years, like I was told to do after the reading to forgive him, he was happy. Now he's being cold and short with me. Did I do that reading for you, Jules? All right, what's going on with Jules' dad? So that's, okay. Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Thanks, Larry Girl. Yes, please put a Q in front of your question. Just applied for a job with the tax collector. Jay and the tax collector job. Put a Q, capital Q. Okay, so Jules, I don't understand the question. You're livid about some, can help me understand the question. We will indeed, David, put your nephew, your family, David's family in the prayer box. Okay. Why is he behaving that way towards her? I don't get the question, Johnny. Oh. What does Jules need to, he facilitated abusive people in my life. Okay, so let me just see, I'll read on that. Okay. Oh, I get it. Why is he behaving that way? Okay, Estelle, I'll ask that. 2 daughters reunite. And if any of you guys want to have a reading with me, the $25 reading, you can email me at thewayofpositivechange@gmail. thewayofpositivechange@gmail. All right, I missed a couple. Okay, Susan. To sell the RV. Okay, Alex C. I'm not connecting loved ones from the other side in these little quickie readings. I'd be happy to do that for you. That is something that I do with my psychic ability. I can connect. I will use the cards as well, but first I'll connect without the cards to do that. But not in these little quickie things. And of course, your grandmother's okay because when I lost my daughter, so I'm not going to go into that, but I was in the light. So it's beautiful. So there's no way. In fact, what they tell me is they want us to be okay. They're concerned about us. They don't want you to worry about them. So your grandmother is absolutely perfectly 100% to the 10th power fine. Okay. Did I get Sharon's questions? Sharon Hiltz, what is your question? Sharon, I'm looking for Sharon's. Okay. Sharon is the last question. Oh, thanks for the vote of confidence, you guys. Will my daughter remain safe during her pregnancy? All right. Leah, that's so kind of you. And Christine. All right. Let's first do. So if you want to schedule a reading with me, email me at thewayofpositivechange@gmail. When I post this video, it will be in the description box. And then you can also pay for it on PayPal if you like. If not, I would prefer that you pay on PayPal. If you don't, you can do credit card at the time of your reading after. Okay. Let's look at Jules' dad. What's going on with his behavior? What's going to happen between Jules' dad and Jules? Jules' dad and Jules. Jules D'Amour, dad and Jules. Why is the dad acting the way they are? What is going on? All right. There's a little power struggle going on there. Little adversity. Okay, so there's some things in your dad's past that are what? Oh, Johnny, thank you so much. That's so very kind of you. There are some things in your dad's past that just haunt him. You know, there's just some hidden things beyond the veil that you're never going to know. It's almost like PTSD is what I'm getting. He struggles with what is right and what is wrong. His moral values and your moral values do not match. He tries to work on things. And then there's things that he just can't face. And then you would just rather not deal with it. So you've like, I'm just going to sneak out of here when he's not looking. He needs to avoid the issues. He can't get to the, he just can't. He can't reckon with them. You have a very intuitive link with his soul. I feel like you've done this dance before. You may have been different people. You have a very good soul grouping with him. Let's not forget that. And please remember that your dad is exactly where your dad needs to be to learn or not to learn what he signed up to learn in this lifetime. He may never get it. Yeah, his moral values and yours are not the same. They don't match at all. He has low self-esteem. And sometimes, quite often, the best looking people have terrible low self-esteem. I also think that he wants help and doesn't know how to ask for it or how to accept it. He feels disempowered and disenchanted with life. And then he goes over and tries to control. I'm also getting that, he may have digestive problems because whenever this card comes up for me, you hold on to resentment to some things that happen. And he may have some resentments towards you. So I'm getting that your dad overcompensates to try to hold on to his power when it's leaking out. And it's very difficult to, even though this is where your soul is together in unison, he can't get to that growth right now. He just can't get there. He's not open to it. And if he becomes vulnerable, he loses control. So he can't do that. So as long as you understand that, he would do better if he knew, his soul knows how, but he can't. So he doesn't trust, and his God source isn't with him, or he's not connected to it. There's the opportunity to get better with this. So stay optimistic. Try to be as balanced as you can, and just realize what he is able to do at this time, or not able to do. That was a big soul. Wow. Okay. Yeah. So I would just try to walk around the bombs that go off, and whenever we get the tower, we know that it's very important for us to handle this situation a bit differently. Do it something that's completely out of the ordinary for you. You get out of your comfortable seat and just do some work in this. You know that you have to protect yourself, but be careful not to send the barb back. So if he volleys barbs into your side of the court, like a tennis match, don't volley that back. Change the subject. Talk about something else, and then make your exit if you need to. However, once he realizes that you have burst out of that pattern and had enlightenment, that will stop to a certain degree. So you have much more control. You're actually the one that's in control, not him. Okay. All right. That was very interesting. You are the star. Remember, use your medicine shield. Okay. Yeah, just don't, because you've created a pattern. So the tower means break down what you've built to achieve the enlightenment, and do something completely out of the ordinary. And then he'll be befuddled and he won't know what to do. And then you gain all the power. Oh, thanks. All right, so let's see. Jay has applied for the tax collector's job. Will he have any luck with that? Oh, thank you, Jen. It was pretty deep reading. We dug way in there. All right. So in other words, thank you, Jay. So in other words, Jules, he just can't let down his guard. He doesn't have enough self-esteem, so he has to overpower. Okay, I think you got it. Jay wants to know if he's going to get the tax collector's job. All right, Jay, here we go. Remember, you're empowered. Make sure that, when you interview, you're completely balanced. Suddenly not. A great crystal for your solar plexus area when you're feeling that is amber or citrine. Citrine is always, it's easily more accessible. But either one of those is fine. You're the magician. You're very good at manifesting. And you're also very good with your words. So you know how you're very articulate. So you're able to communicate very well. And all the aces are on your table. All right, be consistent with this. Really do all the work that's necessary. Stay on top of it. Keep at it. Keep at it. There's shift and change. When you do things, you like to do them fast, very quickly. You're almost there. This would be a big change in your life. You're not feeling as empowered as you usually do with this. But I feel like there's other people, of course, that are applying for this, but you got the 7. See what's needed and act, stay on top of it. Don't bug them to death. There's a lot of work to getting this job. I'm not sure all what, they must put you through a barrage of tests or background checks and all, there's stuff. There's a lot of work with this. Yeah, and light your candle too. Okay. Okay, so the last card is the 3 of Swords. So because you like things very quickly, I don't think you get the very first position, but this is telling me that you will get it. On a scale from 0 to 10, you're at 7. You might not get the first one, but don't be disappointed and go through with this. The challenge is to be consistently working it. And so you have to stick with it until you get there. Okay. But don't let the first thing said or the first thing, you have to keep going for it. This is going to require you to do something a little different than what you're used to. We're in that, 2020 is the year of the Tower, is it not? Okay, so be very, make sure you're seeing all the tests that you have to do, all the things that you need to put together. So if you consistently try, I think you'll get it. This might be hours or a location or something that doesn't quite jive with your vibe. All right, so it's, and they only take so many people for this, but the challenge is to stick with it. So I feel like you'll get it in a bit. May not be the very first one. Okay, so let me know how that goes. Or if there's any way you want me to ask in that. Yes, persistence prevails. I think everybody's 2020 has been Tower. Kirsty, I have all the questions for this. I will be back on Thursday or Friday. So maybe Friday, September 11th. I only know that because it's my son's birthday. Probably Friday. All right, so we got Jules, Jay, Estelle, and her 2 daughters. Will they ever reunite? Will they reunite their sisterly feelings, friends? Stick with it, Jay. Remember, the first card was the Magician. That's really all you need to look at. It's a yes. Just hang in there. 8 of Pentacles. Estelle's 2 daughters. Will they reunite and become family again? I think they love each other, but there's a lot of emotions around this, and I don't think they want to look at I don't want to look at it. They don't want to upset the apple cart. Don't know how to. Estelle and her 2 daughters. Estelle's 2 daughters reunite, become family again. Act like family. All right, stop there. Well, their ancestors are working with them, and it looks like there's some harmonic balance coming into play here. Now, this is very interesting, Estelle, because you are not going to be the one that makes the magic. between them, at least not out of your own mouth or not out of your own effort. It could be because of a situation that you all get into together. And if they want to honor you as their mom, if they want to keep you as their mom, then they're going to have to do the right thing. This has hurt you so much. I'm very sorry about that. But remember, the 10 of Swords is the bad stuff's already happened when it's down here. So we're going towards the light now of the new day. It's caused angst and separation and tears. There's a man, maybe one of the men around the two girls, or another man in the family, or very close family friend that will be very instrumental in helping this. It will get better. And remember, in the Six of Swords, there's someone that's rowing these other two people. So I feel like there's going to be one male person that will help them. Their moral values are not the same. They don't value the same things. But when some big changes come about, it will get better. It isn't awful. And they'll have some measure of victory with this. So it will get better. It isn't happy, happy, joy, joy, but it will get better. Lord knows there's enough change that's going on in our lives, and it brings people together. But there'll be one male that will help facilitate that. Okay. Jules is calling Mr. B now. Okay. Yeah, and Jay likes to do things fast. We didn't know that about Jay, but so don't let you've got this. It's just not not on your timing, perhaps. And that, no one wants to hear that. All right, Susan needs to sell her RV. What does she need to do that? That explains it. What does Susan need to do to sell her RV? Oh, you know what, Estelle, something else just came to me. There could actually be the passing of a family member that may bring the girls together as well. That just came in. Okay. What does Susan need to do to sell her RV? I really like RVs. I would really like to. I don't think I want to drive one. I think I could. I don't know. Oops. Okay, Susan, you need to sage it. You've got to get the sad or negative or memories, juju, out of it. So sage it, cleanse it, sage it, sweep it, grit it, thank it. If you want another RV or you want something better. And remember, try to stay out of the feeling that this is blocking you from getting what you need, because you're going to get that. But bless it. Give it thanks for all that it's provided for you. So you're going to shift that energy. bless it and thank it, because you're not feeling positive about it. You can do this. You're good at manifesting too. You know, this is very much the same colors as the Strength card and the Magician card, and you know, this is a lot of empowerment. There's memories attached to that RV, and those need to go, Susan. So do a gratitude list for everyone involved that's ever gone on in that RV, and for all the wonderful places that it's taken you. And then when you release it, then you can sell it. It will go to the next donor. And then do some receiving affirmations that you let go of the past, that you're ready for the new adventures. You got to thank for the ones you've had, even if there's some sadness attached to it or in it, or energy stuck in it somehow, before you start the new adventures, which you will do. Okay. And no one can block what's coming to you. Someone has the exact right amount of cash to purchase this. You sometimes go down in the dumpster with this. You're in the dumpsties. It is possible. It's possible to sell it. You don't have to know where the person's coming. Just what is yours is coming to you, and what is theirs is coming to them. You have to keep the faith. This is the stained glass window with the tree of life. And you need to keep the faith. And don't worry about if there's other people that are looking at it that don't have the amount of money. The person will have it. So you lift your spirits. Yeah, you've got, wow, the cards associated that are with this RV are disempowering to you. Very disempowering, okay? 10 of Swords, 5 of Cups. You're trying to rush on to the very next, there we go. You're trying to rush on to the next adventure without blessing and being grateful for what you've already had. I know you're a very grateful person, or you wouldn't be here, because it's only light workers and loving people that are here, and shamanic. Remember, we can do whatever we need to do. So wherever you are out of balance, bring balance to it. You have the power and the authority to bring this, but you can't rush into the next thing, because there's a part of you that's still attached to whatever is in this energetically. Okay. Okay, so it's not going to be done. It's a process. You wish upon it. You think, you're getting ready to the time. And then when you're ready to let go, you're ready. But even don't rush that. You don't have to put the price down. This will come. It will just come. You don't have to manipulate it. Bless it, release it, put it up, get a fair estimate, put it up, and it's going to happen. So it will happen. She get what she wants. Some work on it. You're going to get it. You're going to get what you want. I don't feel like it'll take very long. People are buying them up like candy. Like Johnny buys pistachio. Or Funyuns. It's Funyuns, right? Do you get that, Susan? Okay. All right. Let's do the last one. I'm reading for someone. My last reading for the day is for someone in Australia. That'll be, I think, the second time I've read for someone in Australia. I'm ordering the big mat. The one I was looking at before was too small. I'm keeping track of where I'm reading for people all over with the little push pins or little pins. All right. Sharon's daughter, will she remain safe? during her pregnancy. As Jill says, I'm afraid to ask that. Okay. Will Sharon's daughter remain sick? Will she have a healthy pregnancy and delivery? Problem-free. Sharon's daughter. There it is. Remember that we got the power totem, in the sun card this morning. And then also, of course, we can do whatever. You're totally empowered. Whatever you want to make happen right now, you can do it. Just balance your shield, your medicine shield. There's a lot of emotions around her pregnancy, Sharon. And it's very important that she watches her self-talk. And of course, you can't, there's only so much you can say. And watch the talk around her as well to keep it positive. And not listen to what others say. That's the challenge. Don't listen to gossip. Don't listen to what other people say. Don't listen to negative things, because just because something happens to someone else when that happened to them, it doesn't mean that's going to happen with her. And listen, what we understand and what we get from doctors isn't always right either. Many times the doctor says, this and this and this is going on with you, and they're wrong, or they say you don't. Yeah. So she's got to control her emotions and get out of her own way and speak in a very positive way. Does she speak negatively? Yeah, they are. It's slow and steady wins the game. She's holding it. You're going to give her some sort of medicine, or they already gave her a pill. She has to feel empowered. I mean, her body has all the makings for it. She's going to do okay. But she has to keep saying positive things. Just like Johnny said, they're energies, they're living energies. She's her own worst enemy with this down at the bottom, and this is the challenge card. So she has all the ability to make this happen. She gets scared, nervous. She goes into the cave. She doesn't utilizes her power. That's what happens. We shrink back. She needs to be outside too. If you can help her get outside into Mother Nature, she's going to feel a lot better. That energy that's out there, because everything is alive outside. So it just helps us with our overall vibration. All right, you guys. Yes, feet in the grass, earthing. Okay, I hope that made sense. Nature helps. Yep. Thank you. If you, Larry Girl, Jules, T-Bar, moderators, Jen, Johnny, Becca, thanks for joining me. That was so much fun. All right, you guys. Much love to you. And remember to do your manifesting work. This is big time energy. No joke. So use it. All right, take care. I'll see you Friday. All right. Bye, guys.